Hi everyone, it's Dolls, Toys, and Games Gal. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to show you how I made a dorm room for Ever After High's Cerise Hood and Cedar Wood. One thing I really like about the concept of Ever After High is that it's a boarding school, and we find out from Mattel's website exactly who is rooming with whom. And so now I have an opportunity to make their rooms a little less boring. So a lot of people ask me what I use for shelves. I use large open cubes from hayneedle.com. I prefer the color white, but obviously they have them in 3 other finishes as well. And I like these shelves because they are 30 inches wide, 15 inches deep, and 15 inches tall, which is tall enough to accommodate a doll standing up straight on her stand. So the first thing I did was I chose the flooring, and I'm going to use this project paper that looks like wood grain. And I went ahead and basically glued that to the bottom of the shelf, like so. And then for Cerise's side of the room, I'm going to use this piece of scrapbook paper, actually 3 of these pieces of scrapbook paper, because it reminds me of something really rustic and country looking. And I used double-sided tape to attach those to her side of the room. And as you can see, I left a margin on the top and bottom. For Cedar's side of the room, I chose this piece of wood grain paper in the very back of this premium paper collection. I really like that it's textured and you can actually feel the raised ridges of the wood grain, and I thought it would be perfect for Cedar. So using double-sided tape, I attached that to Cedar's side of the room as well. And to make sure that these bottom and top margins are properly covered, I will be using this black and white plaid ribbon on Cerise's side of the room and this champagne colored ribbon on Cedar's side of the room. So using double-sided tape, I've gone ahead and laid those against the wall. And of course now that just leaves the top margin to cover up, and now I've done that as well. So we now have the girls' walls covered. To make them less boring, I chose to put windows and curtains on. So for the windows, I'm using this Mayberry Street brand from Hobby Lobby. I painted Cerise's window black, and I traced around it on the TriCastleOn box because I wanted her to have a nature scene and trees in the back. And then I took a long 1/4-inch dowel rod and 2 dowel caps, and I'll be painting those black. And then for the curtains themselves, I'm using, well, I should say reusing this fabric that I used in her bed. It's a black and red plaid or buffalo check pattern. So here I've hot glued them around the black dowel rod, and I'm just going to add the dowel caps and be done with it. I'm going to attach, using hot glue, her window to this side of her wall. And now I'm going to attach the curtains above the window right about here. And then to fill in the rest of her room, I found a wooden jewelry box from Michael's, and I painted that brown, and I thought it would look really nice as her dresser. And then because baskets are her thing and are her emblem, I chose this basket and these 2 miniature baskets from Michael's to create some in-room decor for her. And now I've pretty much finished with Cerise's side of the room. I think it looks really, really cool, just like a little Red Riding Hood cottage would probably look like. And she has lots of baskets to spare. All right, now to make Cedar's side of the room more interesting, I'll start with her window. I'm going to be painting this wooden frame lavender, and I've also painted my hands lavender, as you can see. I cut out another piece of the TriCastleOn box, and I'll be attaching that to the wooden frame and then attaching the whole thing to her wall, which I've done here. To make her curtains, I'm using this fabric, which has coral and lavender in it, which are very much Cedar's colors. And I painted a 1/4-inch dowel rod and 2 dowel caps lavender. And here I've hot glued those around the pole. And then to make curtain stays, I'm taking this lovely piece of lavender tulle and tying it around each end like so. And I think that that'll look really sweet, and I'll be hot gluing that above her window. I found this cute wooden pedestal from Michael's, and I started painting it before I took footage of it because I was in such a hurry, but I apologize. So this is going to be the bottom of her end table, and here I have finished painting it lavender, as you can see. And then to top it off, I have this really cool piece of craft wood. I'm just going to go ahead and using hot glue attach that to the top to make her a bedside table. I think it looks like something that she might actually own. So let's just go ahead and slot that in next to her bed. And now let's add some touches that make it uniquely Cedar's room. And we know she's an artist, so let's put on an artist palette. And let's borrow the easel from Gingerbread House's Sugar Coated Class playset. And voila! We are now finished with Cedar's side of the room. I think it looks really sweet and homey. I actually think that the whole thing looks pretty cute for the two of them. What do you guys think? I'm going to try to do all the Ever After High dorm rooms. Might take me a while, but it's a super fun project. And now let's have some fun. Cerise, I just finished painting you, and I don't know why, but every time I try to paint you, all I paint instead is a wolf howling, and I don't know why. Can you explain that to me? Well, Cedar, I suppose you can't tell a lie, and you can't paint a lie either. Haha, just a little fun. All right, let's do some shout outs to Toy Collector and Crafty Ferret Luna. And to the rest of you, thank you for watching my videos, and I'd love to know what you think in the comments below.